Welcome to Lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the first week of August 2019. And the first reading of the month, folks, usually carries through the month, okay? And it's almost like the following, and they tend to be a little bit longer, as you would notice. The other readings that comes through throughout the month, it's more like almost like an update on the energy. That's what it's been feeling like it. So as always, apply it to your life, to your situation as you see fit. Do not try to make it work. If it doesn't, I notice I get thumbs down a lot in those Sagittarius readings, even if it's positive, negative. And for me, even when I do reading for my own signs, like for Aries, most of the time I can't even remember the reading. That's why I keep note. I write what I want the title to be right away, or not I will have to watch the reading. So if I do a reading for Capricorn and there's a message in there that I know that's for me, usually that part I will remember, or I'll put an asterisk next to Capricorn in my notebook there, that's sitting right there off camera, and for me to know I really need to go back and watch this message, okay? Or if I get a lot of comments or emails about not so much comments, I don't get a lot of comments, a lot of well, not from you guys in public, but an email or people in my life that was just reading, they mentioned something like the Scorpio reading. I got some comments saying like it from last time it was confusing. Okay, that was too much. We're not gonna use this. That just came out, okay? And by the way, as I was saying that, it was the card perception that flipped. So basically that those people perception, whatever your perception may be, just understand this is a general message. And this card flips so far. I'm literally gonna crawl because I have another desk on to the left here of where I'm doing this reading. This is my craft desk I do the reading on, but I'm going to literally crawl on the floor to get to it because it flew under that desk. I'm still here, Sagis, and I'm gonna have to definitely watch your reading again to make sure I'm not on camera, because I was upside down here on the floor. I just to make sure that my bum is not showing on camera. But when I was getting to it, it's too, and I'm going to reshuffle again. And I do pre-shuffle these cards on camera, but I'm gonna do a little bit more shuffling for you because the way these cards came out just now. But yeah, don't try to make it fit. If it doesn't talk to you, it doesn't resonate, it's okay. These are general messages, okay? If you feel like you're confused about the message, that means it's not for you. Because if it's your message, it's not going to be confusing. It's going to be more like, that's what that means. I've been thinking about this. Or there's something in there. Maybe it might be one sentence, one word that goes, it doesn't have to be the whole message. Especially with those general readings, sometimes it's even conflicting messages that come through, because some people need to hear this and other people need to hear that. So always take it as it comes. Don't try to make it fit, and don't get upset over those. If you need greater clarity about your situation, contact a reader. And on YouTube alone, there's so many. If it's me, you feel like you connect with me or like my style of reading, I do now. I'm taking personal reading from YouTube. Shoot me an email. My email address is lanmoutarot@gmail. It's on the description, in the description section here. And yeah, and so you can schedule a reading. And the readings that I do, I don't typically do phone reading. What I'll say is, I'll give you a timeline as to when. Usually it's about like 2 weeks, but I usually return within a week time for those reading. And it will be just a video reading like this, and I give you a link on where to watch it on YouTube, okay? If you feel like you need greater. Oh, this is the Two of Earth, by the way. And when I was shuffling, I saw this card, just so you know. When I spill it into to cleanse the energy there, I saw that card. So this is for you, Sagittarius. There are decisions that you're trying to make. You're waiting some things out here. That's very clear. And it seems like it's not so much like you're confused about it. I feel like you already know which way you're gonna go with this. But it's like you just don't want to make a mistake, so you're waiting it out. Look at that eye. that all watchful eye, that third eye, all way above her crown chakra looking, right? Whether that's your third eye, that you're tapping into your own inner knowing, you're tapping into your own higher level of consciousness, right? Your mind's eye, or is that all watching eye that's looking down on you, that's protecting you? Either or. It's very clear that this is the energy I'm getting here, the message I'm getting here, that you already got this. You already know. You already know where you wanna go with this. Okay, and look at these beautiful flowers are budding in the back, and there's the sun rays are like almost, look at this. It's like there's a blessing coming down on you, and it's as if like you can do no wrong whichever way you go. There's a bit of too much light here. It's so funny when I look at the screen, sometimes it's different than when I replay. So but I'm gonna lessen the light a little bit for you, Sagittarius. Yes. And I like that there's a heart here. There's a heart over where her heart chakra would be, and on the solar plexus, there's almost like, isn't that the olive? It's like an olive branch, especially for those of you, and in in the solar plexus there's an olive branch, and right there in her oh, I cannot think of the way we call it, the second chakra here, there's a belt that loops at least 3 times. It's almost like some of you have been practicing a sense of a chastity here. Okay, it seems almost like a chastity belt. You make peace with because the solar plexus talk about our goals, our ambitions, right? The things that we want to pursue in life, and it's almost like you're making peace with that. You understand that now. The olive branch, and here an olive branch that is making peace with, like bringing balance back into a situation. And the heart chakra, there's a pink heart. No matter of love, you got it. And there's a flower, the flowers that are budding in the back here, that's what's in your throat chakra, right? You're ready to offer, because flowers, we usually offer the flowers, we usually share it. It's something that we enjoy, right? You flower and you bud in this springtime, you're ready to come out to provide enjoyment, right? Even if it's just enjoyment for the eyes, enjoyment in sharing the situation. And here the third eye, it's blooming with plant. You can't even see it, but you have a third eye. We have an eye just where all the way above, and the crown chakra, there's an anchor around it. It's so beautiful here. There's so much. We cannot see the food, but we can see the big foliage there that's creating that skirt to go all the way down to the crown to all the way down to the wood chakra. Okay, it's so beautiful here. Whatever it is that you are contemplating, whatever decision you're trying to make, I still haven't even picked the rest of your cards, but I'm so taken by this card for you. It could be a one card reading for you here, Sag, that it's you're doing it with every part of you, and it's almost like you're in a place of balance. You have found your balance, like you've balanced all the energy centers in your body. And I feel that that's why you don't you see at the beginning, what was channeled was like, you don't feel confused about the situation. I don't feel like there's a sense of confusion here. It's almost like you already know which way you're gonna go, which is the path to take. But at the same time, you look at this, thoughts. That's what just fell out for you. Thoughts. You're thinking this through. Like she looks like she's cooking something here, and this is number 18. This is a number 18 in the tarot, regular tarot. Usually think as the moon card. Thoughts, the illusion of thoughts. If we put those two together, number 18 being the moon and thoughts in this card, and I'm gonna read it from the book. I'm new to doing reading with this deck, and for whatever reason, they really wanted me to use this deck. I went back and forth, but Spirit really called me to use this deck, and I usually wait until I'm very familiar and very like intimate with a deck, build a like consistent relationship with the deck before I bring it forth to the reading for others, and especially to do reading here on this channel. So, but they've called me to use this deck, and I've only used this deck to do reading for myself, and maybe twice, and I have not really been using it. And getting comfortable with it, but they wanted me to use it. Here it is. So I will pull the book to see what more they have to say, because it's almost like she's cooking something here. She's going deep and looking like there's fire in here. And look, there's a golden figure, and there's like a blue silverish figure, if you will, like hot and cold, aspect going here, left and right, the different way of seeing the situation, with passion or with high-headedness or cool-headedness, if you will. The thinking is happening, right? We see the heat here, and in the back, the shadow part, there's more thoughts happening. So these are the things that you're waiting out, but you are kind of like, it's like you already know. The way she's sitting, she's not pouring over it. It's like she's sitting sideways. It's kind of like, let's see what you got to say. Let's see what you got to say. And there's a big pentacle that's encrusted here underneath that vase. So, or that cauldron that they're cooking on, whatever you want to call it. So that for a lot of you, these thoughts are a matter of your finances or pentacles. That's the card that just flipped here. And look, all the chakras are aligned here and presented and shown and illuminated. Okay, talking about you feeling really balanced in your power during this time. It is no joke. And this is the seven of pentacles here. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. And it's showing you really being grounded, you really being centered, being the yogi, being able to meditate, to really center yourself, to really balance all your energy center, you feeling in your power. And I already felt that with that first card. And that's why I told you, it could have been a one card reading for you, Sagittarius, no joke. And at the bottom, you have faith. Faith in knowing that you are in your power, you are centered, you've done the inner work that's necessary, and that what should be will be. Whatever is yours will be yours. Whatever the universe is supposed to, or is planning for you in terms of rewards or a path, right? It's going to be. You have faith in that you are doing the right thing, or those steps you are taking right now, they will be rewarded. This is number 24. Like I told you, this is not the regular tower. Look, this right above this is like the same all-watching eye that we see here. That's also there, right? In this new beginning, in grounded new beginning, in this, because the Two of Pentacles is also, it's not just about waiting, making decision. It's also a card of making a choice about your career, a choice about your finances, a choice about your future, right? That's grounded in reality. That's very meaningful and important, about your resources. And here, it's almost like this is a blessing. This is why you have faith. Because you know there's an all-watching eye that's watching over you. As you make that decision, the decision is yours. But it's almost like you have full faith in whatever decision you're going to make. And that's why I tell you, I don't feel even there's a sense of confusion, or even a sense of, when you're confused about making a decision, what's that word? A stress. She looks very relaxed. Like, I'm still thinking about it. I'm waiting things out. But you have full faith that there's that God, the divine, that's watching over all of us, that's protecting us, has your back. That's why you're not stressed about it. Faith. That's that all-watching eye. That's right there above. You know the resources that you need will be provided for you. Faith. And let's pull the book here. I want to look at it for you. I want to look at that thought. I want to start with that for you, Sagittarius. And this is number 18 of the Major Arcana. And this is, I don't know if I mentioned it before, this is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot deck. It's very interesting. It's very different than the other tarot deck out there, certainly than the regular tarot. And they have some key phrases to think about. Thoughts. Thought creates reality. Thought is the foundation of consciousness. Don't wash your thinking. Be certain. Thought is energy. Energy flows where attention goes. Be mindful of the universal laws. A conscious and unconscious mind in accord. You see? This is what I was telling you. This is the hot and cold. Conscious and unconscious, the thing that's presented in front of you that we can see here in that golden figure, and the unconscious mind, the things that are in the shadow, that's in that blue silverish figure, to her, I guess to her left here, depending on how you're looking at the picture, right? Are there in accord. That's why you're waiting things out. right? And thought is right there, right now. And this is the present situation for you. And this is a very important, because we know now more than ever that was the whole idea with that book, The Secret. There's been many documentaries, hence based on it, and on the whole idea of the secret is we are creating our own reality every day, just with our thoughts, not just praying and wishing. It's having thoughts, the things that not just you pray, you like, let's say you're praying over an abundance new beginning, right? The seven of earth is that you have planted your seeds, and the regular tower is that person that's watching that seeds grow, that keeps looking back and say, is it growing? Are the rewards coming? Are is it blooming yet? Can I start cultivating, right? And here, like, what you want is that, especially if it's career and matter of finance, because it's a lot of earth energy here for you. So you started this career, you started this work, you started this business, right? You waiting for the rewards to start happening. You prayed on it, you took the steps. But if every day you're questioning it, you're like, yeah, I did all this, but I know I'm not good enough. Oh, what is this? I don't see this on the table. I don't know what's creating this. This is interesting. What is this? Whoa. Mind boggles right now. What is this? Where is this coming from in my screen? Oh, it's my light. Okay. Whoa. When I tell you, I was just like, it's like a crescent moon symbol that's showing up here. Okay, this is like probably the fifth reading I'm doing, and that has yet to happen. So I'm not sure why it's creating this shadow, but I'm going to move my light a little bit. That is so random. I don't know if I moved it when I went down to pick up this card earlier, but oh my goodness, that was so weird. Okay, this is what I'll do. No, I have to fix the light. I am so sorry, Sagittarius. But I was just like, there's a crescent moon right there. Talking about like thoughts and what's in the shadow here. So as I was explaining it to you, Sagittarius, and forgive me for this little interlude there, it's kind of like, and now having seen that moon thing, it's really not even so much the thoughts that are in your conscious mind that you need to pay attention to. It's the thoughts that are in your subconscious mind. And when we're manifesting new things, this is the thing, those thoughts, those ideas, those, especially those that keeps going in a cycle, that can derail us from our path, from our objectives, right? That can really be a hindrance to our blessings. Because if you're doubting, if you're having confusion, if you're not trusting in that you're manifesting, that you prayed about, it's already happened. That the universe, that God has already creating it for you, that they want it for you, they want to give it to you, then it's most likely not going to happen. Because what that does is create confusion in the universe. It's like, do you want it? Do you not want it? You having doubt. It's to be sure about it. And that's what I feel you have here, Sagittarius. You have that sense of certainty. I feel it. With that first card, I felt it for you. Even though the Two of Pentacles usually is that of the juggler, that's Rose trying to make a decision, trying to find the balance on one foot. There's a sense of she's standing strong here. And all the chakras are aligned with different things to say where she is on her path. Knowing who she is on her path. Knowing who you are on your path. This is you, your energy here. And the thoughts. And the thoughts that you're having, to be very conscious about it. Especially your unconscious thoughts. To make sure those thoughts are aligned in a most positive way to your prayers, to what you're manifesting, and the outcome that you wish to have. This is what this is telling you. Because your thoughts will create your reality. Thought creates reality. thought is at the very foundation of consciousness, and some would suggest that without consciousness we would not be human. And as human, we don't just have access to a conscious mind. We really can tap into that subconscious mind, the things that are in the shadow. We can access to it, and that's why we are spiritual being having a human experience. We do have access to this, and once you're in alignment like this, the way there's this masculine energy here is showing in alignment, all the chakras are illuminated, are balanced. It's very easy to really tap into that third eye. Look at this. And to tap to the divine, to the ether, to that higher knowing. You're doing it. You're doing this right now. And it's because you have faith. I don't even need to take any clarification card for you. I don't know what's the situation that you've been manifesting, that you've been waiting out, that you're starting to start anew, trying to make a decision about, even in the middle of choosing a path. But what you know is God got you. The higher power have you. You're good. Regardless of how this goes, and you creating this reality. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Stay positive. I'm gonna go to faith for you. Number 24 of the major arcana. I want to read a little bit of faith for whatever reason. I was done. I closed the book, but I want to read a bit of faith for you. Let's do that. Faith is beautiful. Self-belief helps you to overcome. Self-belief and faith inspire confidence, and that's what I felt with her. Confidence. That's the word. You have that. I felt it. I sense it. Doubt breeds mistakes. No, there's no room for doubt, and the doubts will come from your thought. And that's what you have to safeguard here. If there's anything you get from this reading, Sag, for this time period, is to really concentrate and to be very mindful of your thoughts, that they remain in alignment, that you remain centered, that you remain balanced, especially in regards to these beautiful things that you're manifesting in your life right now. And I'm reading from the book now. A little belief can go a long way. With faith and self-belief, you can accomplish great things and even miracles. Yes, you have all this. I literally feel like I don't need any clarification for you. The work continues on. And it's not just the external work, just the external reward. It's for you, how you're really gonna feel it is the inner work. That's where the beauty, that's where the biggest reward will come for you, a Sag. And that inner knowing, that faith that you have. Look at this. That watchful eye. It's inside the heart, or encrusted perhaps on a heart, lighted heart. This is love. This is the ultimate love of the divine, love of God. Wanting to give you that new love. Make the effort. At the bottom of the deck, great love is worth taking the steps you guided to take. Yes, I think you will, though. You're doing it. You are doing it. And her heart chakra, she has that pink heart there. It's beautiful. Within the faith, he comes this. Even her who's looking at the thoughts, she seems almost so calm, almost it's not even introspective, almost like a sense of curiosity. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see what else can I discover here. Because the deep knowing, the faith is so strong here. That's where the confidence is coming from. That's why she can sit there, centered, unbothered, in full meditation, knowing you one with the universe, with that serpent, which is again denoting creation, fire on him, illuminated, but the calm remains, because knowing I am the fire, I am my thoughts, I am one with the tree, I am of the soil, I am connected to a higher power. New love. That's the card that came for you. So for those of you, this decision is about a love situation or whatever it may be. But if it's a romantic situation, it may be a new love that you're contemplating, you're trying to make a decision about. And at the beginning, I really noticed that chastity belt, that's what I call it, that belt that's right there on the second chakra. For whatever reason, I can't remember the name of the second chakra. Don't ask me why. And it's annoying me so much. Let's go here. Let's see. Okay, let's not do that right now. I'm totally blank. So, but right there over that lower abdomen, it's kind of like almost someone who knows they're worth saving themselves for something very beautiful. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And what's open here is the heart. The hands are open, right? The third eye is there. The throat chakra, willing to communicate, to start something new, is there. Groundedness is there. There's a new love. And it's worth making the effort for. To take the proper steps to make the effort in faith, knowing everything's gonna work out for the better. And for some of you, if it's something you've manifested, just know you'll be rewarded. It's gonna be very fruitful, this new love. It's gonna be everything that you wanted it to be. Keep up the faith. Let's pull an oracle card. This is Madame Andora's fortune cards. Spirit, what additional message do you have for Sagittarius friends? This reading has been intense. Even this one, which is one of the shortest I've done so far, it has its intensity with it. At the bottom, we have the spider. Be meticulous and patient. You see that? Be meticulous. Meticulous in your thinking, especially. Meticulous in the steps that you are taking going forward. Right? The spider is patient. She takes a time, or he takes his time, whatever, to create that web. So they can move every which way they want. Be meticulous and patient in whatever it is that you're manifesting, because that's part of faith, right? To know that it's going to come to be. It might take 2 years, it might take 10 years. For some people, it might take 2 days. But the knowing that it's coming. I've planted those seeds. I don't need to keep looking back. As the regular Seven of Pentacles, I don't need to keep sitting there and watching that tree growing. When is it coming? When is it coming? To have the faith in knowing that whatever it is that I've been manifesting, it's coming, because I have faith, because I know God, the divine, the angels, my ancestors. There's something, a higher power here. All watchful eyes that's always watching me, that have my best interest at heart, and they will grant me my wish. And to be confident in that knowing. The card that came out for you guys, the oracle card, this is hindrance. Fate has blocked this path for you. And especially if it's a love situation, it's not like it's blocked forever. I feel for some of you, because we have patience here, right? We have patience here. What did I say? Patience. I see just something I just read here when I thought patience. Whatever it is, yeah, there it is, the spider. That to be meticulous and patient. So for this card, and I'm gonna read it from the book, because there's a thing with that hindrance. It's not about like fate has blocked this for you forever. It's almost like there's a delay in you seeing your manifestation coming into reality. Okay? The woodland fairy presents an unavoidable delay. However, this is merely a temporary setback. Try another approach to attain your goal. View the problem from a different perspective to find an alternate solution. And for some of you, I feel like you don't really need to do anything. If there's a choice that needs to be made, perhaps whatever it is you felt like, whatever perspective you had in the past, you need to change it. Because here, things are being weeded out, denoting there's a choice, there's a path to follow, right? There's a decision that's trying to that you're making. And especially if it's about a love situation, you're contemplating whether you need to go towards a new love or an old love, or a new way of relating with someone, right? You need to really switch off your perspective And perhaps the reason why you have not been seeing your manifestation, it's fate, usually. It's the will has been slowed, or the will is God saying this is not time yet for this to come to fruition, or the way you're going about it, this is not the right way. To remain in faith, but know here there's a decision to be made, and that decision is up to you. And that decision will be very easy to make once you stand in your confidence in knowing that you're protected, and to remain balanced, to remain centered, to not have doubts, to not go about it from a place of fear and doubts, to go about it from a place of confidence and inner knowing that is so strong that you know it's almost like it's already been granted. You have to follow your intuition here. You have to be centered here in making that decision. Because there's a way you used to relate, or something you used to do, that perhaps has not been the best way to approach a situation here. Be meticulous and patient. And for some of you, it's literally just a matter of time. That blockage is not, it says here, it's a temporary, merely a temporary one. It's just not, it wasn't the time yet. And now the time is coming. You're coming from a 2, waiting things out, to a 7. 7 is taking stock of where you are usually. 7 is, there's time for growth. There's need for growth, right? The 7 of Pentacles is like the seeds are still growing. It's not yet time to start, what's the word? It's not harvest time yet. All that keeps coming in my head is the French word. It's not time pour récolter. Pour récolter. It's not harvest time yet. It's not time yet to start, reaping the rewards, right? And I feel like that's why there's a temporary delay, and it's fate. It's faded. But keep up the faith, though. Keep up the faith, because you got this. It's yours. My goodness, it still ended up being all this minutes. I'm in a talking mode today. I mean, I didn't even take any clarification card, and we're already over 30 minutes. Sagittarius, I hope this message brings you some kind of insight and resonate with you, or even if it doesn't. But if you do like this reading, or you got something out of it, like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it, and please come back next week for the next set of reading. And as always, I'm sending you so much love, and remember, love is indeed the only answer. Bye.